A very good morning, students. Now, in the last session, we have seen the difference between different audits. Actually, we are in the chapter of types of audit. So, in the previous session, we have seen the difference of internal audit and statutory audit. Before that, we have seen that the continuous audit and annual audit. So today we are going to have the difference between internal audit and depth audit. Now in internal audit, when the audit of accounts is carried on by salarized staff appointed by the business unit, it is called internal unit. As far as the internal audit is concerned, the name itself suggests when the audit is done with the help of internal members, internal staff members of the organization, then that audit will be known as internal audit. In internal audit, we are not going to appoint any third person or any auditor, a professional auditor, to carry the work of audit. Now, in auditing in depth, when a particular transaction is examined from its origin till its completion and whether it passes through internal check, it is called auditing in depth. As far as auditing in depth is concerned, when the organization want to examine the nitty-gritty transactions of a particular department or for a particular matter or thing. So at that time, he is going to appoint an auditor for the examination of total transactions of the particular department or for the particular matter. So that will be known as depth audit. And in depth audit, the auditor is going to check the internal control that is going to be put by the organization. Then after, the objectives of internal audit is, in addition to finding out errors and frauds, to make suggestion on the basis of examinations of accounts to the management. Now the main purpose of internal audit is the rectifications of errors and frauds that is done by the staff member of the organization. And when the organization is going to carry the huge transactions, at that time they are going to have this kind of internal audit. Now in auditing in depth, the objective is the examinations of some particular transaction in a great detail and to check that internal check system is properly used. In depth means the auditor is going to examine each and every particulars and each and every matters that is related with the particular transaction. So that will be known as, and that is the main purpose, that is the total examination of the particular transaction. That will be known as auditing in depth. The person who carries the work of internal audit is known as internal auditor, and the person who carry the work of auditing in depth is called statutory auditor. Now, in internal audit, a separate department for internal audit is kept, because internal audit is carried out throughout the financial year of a particular organization. It is continuous audit, and the internal staff are going to carry the work of this auditing. So, organization is going to keep a separate department for the audit work. In auditing in depth, no separate department is kept for it. It is not the routine task for the organization. So, organization is not going to carry the separate department for that. Then after, the scope of internal audit depends upon the types of business. Yes, the organization which carries the maximum transactions every day or in a particular month. So, at that particular time, it is required to have the internal audit. While the scope of auditing depends upon the types of transactions to be examined in depth. The transactions which carry the maximum amount that need to be rectified in a proper manner. So, again, in auditing in depth, the organization is going to see the types of transactions, and then after he is going to carry the work of auditing. Okay, that's all about the difference between internal audit and auditing in depth. I think the difference between internal audit and statutory audit is remaining. So, I am going to carry this, or I am going to have this particular difference. Now, in internal audit, it is carried out by a special staff appointed for auditing and accounts of the business, and the person in charge is known as internal auditor. While in statutory audit, that is compulsory audit, it is audit made compulsory under any law and is performed in accordance with provisions of said law. When the auditing is compulsion for the particular business unit, then that audit is known as statutory audit, that is compulsory audit, and the auditor is known as statutory auditor. Internal audit is not compulsory, while statutory, the name itself suggests, it is compulsory. The nature and scope of internal audit are fixed by the management. Hence, it is not compulsory. Then management is going to decide what will be the objectives, what will be the working area, the work frame of the internal audit. So, the scope and objective of internal audit is different from organization to organization. The nature and scope of audit are prescribed in the law. As the name itself suggests, the statutory audit, compulsory audit. So, when the compulsion is levied by the government, by the law, so at that time the nature and scope of that particular audit is fixed. In internal audit, the auditor is appointed by the management, while in statutory audit, the auditor is appointed by the shareholders. The auditor of internal audit is an employee of the company. He is the internal part of the organization. While in statutory audit, the auditor is a third person, or we can say that it is totally independent person. He is not the part of the organization. Internal auditor needs not be a chartered accountant. There is no compulsion that our internal auditor must be a CA, while it is required that our statutory auditor must be a chartered accountant. Internal auditor can be removed at any time by the management. Now, management is appoint our internal auditor. So, they have the total power for the removal of internal auditor. Statutory auditor can be removed by the shareholders and in annual general meeting only. Management does not have any power for the removal of auditor, but the statutory auditor can be removed by our shareholders and only in our AGM, that is annual general meeting. Now, internal auditor has no power to attain, or it is not compulsion for them to attain the shareholders meeting. Now, in statutory audit, a statutory auditor has a right to attend the annual general meeting. Basically, statutory auditor is the main person who is going to carry the AGM. Internal audit is a complete audit and it is continuous audit. Throughout the year, the internal auditor is going to carry the work of auditing in a particular organization. So, he is going to examine each and every transaction in a proper manner with the continuous. So, it is complete and continuous audit. While statutory audit is just the test checking. Here, auditor is not going to examine each and every transactions of the business unit. Internal auditor is liable to the management only. He is going to answer, or the duties are limited till the management, because management appoints our internal auditor. So, he is not liable to anyone else. While statutory auditor is liable to shareholders only, because shareholders appoints statutory auditor and he is liable to the shareholders only. Now, in internal audit, the auditor is required to present his audit reports to the management. because management appoints him. While in statutory audit, the auditor is going to present his report to the shareholders because shareholders appoints our statutory auditor. So that's all about the difference between different audit, and here we are going to end our chapter number 3. Again we are in unit number 1. In unit number 1 we are going to have 4 different chapters. Now apart from that 4 chapters, today we are going to complete our 3rd chapter, that is types of audit. I hope it is clear to each and everyone.